Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today we're gonna check out the SpeedyBee Mario 5 plug and play. Finally they decided to make a plug and play out of their super cool looking 5-inch drone. Let's open the box. Oh my god, stuff is falling, and see what's inside. First of all, there is a set of HQ Juicy Prop 5.1 inches by 4 by 3 blades. Then we have a couple of SpeedyBee branded rubberized battery straps. All the screws, propeller nuts and antenna mounts you need, receiver connector and 2 flavors of camera mount. The yellow one are the soft silicone for the O3, these other are 3D printed and they are a little bit harder for regular cameras. And this one is a protector sleeve for the O3 cable. Clear gray side panels because the installed one are purple. And lastly, this was shipped separately, is an optional GPS to put on the back. And finally, it's time to take the drone out of the box, and it comes very well packaged. The drone is not gonna move during shipping. And boom, here you have the QR code for the instructions. And boom, these motors are super well protected by these foam plugs. And you have to unscrew them, that's how tight they are. Under them you have a cardboard piece with the rotation direction of the motor. Boom, I just put the O3 camera in it and the GPS. Like this, the drone is 444 grams. It's not the lightest I've seen, it's not the heaviest. I wish it was a tiny bit lighter, but it's kind of fine because it has a lot of extra aesthetic stuff, like the side panels with the LEDs. This is another cosmetic part. It's beautiful, but it's extra weight. If you remove this stuff, it's gonna probably be around 430 grams, which is better. Also, I don't have an optional heatsink for the O3 camera, which probably you don't need because it is pretty ventilated back there. This drone is built like a tank. I cannot even flex it one bit. Super strong 6mm arms, 2.5mm the other carbon fiber plates. This front part is all made of CNC aluminum, and all of these yellow TPU parts are 3D printed, but very good quality, you don't even notice them. The motors look amazing, they are super beefy, look at those coils. They are 2306.5, 1880 kV. These things are gonna push like mad, I believe. And they are powered by the SpeedyBee stack inside here with a F4 flat controller and 60 amps ESCs with this huge capacitor on the bottom. The drone is not out yet at the moment of this review, but I believe it will come with O3 camera, analog, wall snail, or the version I have without camera, and you will be able to select the receivers. And I believe they will have 2 kinds of geometries available. This is the X-frame geometry, which will fly a little bit better, more precise, but you have the propellers in the O3 view. If you fly analog or wall snail, don't worry about it and get the X-frame because you can put a camera on top. But if you have the O3 version, I suggest going with the dead cat version. It flies slightly worse, but nothing to worry about. You just don't see the propellers in frame while you fly, while you record with the O3, and it's much better in my opinion. So I have both because I already reviewed the frame. This today is the pre-built version. And SpeedyBee recommends using 2 different kinds of propellers. If you only fly without the action camera and only use the O3, use these HQ propellers 5.1 I showed you before. If you're gonna put an action camera on top like this, we're gonna try later, they suggest using Gemfan Hurricanes 5.1. You can read the label there. They're gonna fly better with an action camera on top. The central frames look the same. If you wanna change between dead cat and X configuration, just buy the appropriate arms, and I guess they're gonna fit no problem. And finally, it's time for our first flight. I'm gonna use the O3 only HQ props 1800 milliamps 6S battery for this first flight. Then we're gonna put an action camera, Gemfan Hurricanes, and still use the 1800 because this drone is kind of heavy and I believe this is the right battery with these big motors. And before I fly, just listen to this. I was surprised. It reproduces the Mario startup sound with the ESCs. It's super funny. I don't know why this drone is linked to Mario in any way, but it's such a nice touch to add. And also, you can check out the LEDs on the side panels. Boom. I like this kit way of moving. This drone is like a muscle car anyway, so it's appropriate. I'm gonna put it in acro. Arm it, first time arming it ever. First time hearing the motor, I hope it flies. Seems like he flies. Whoa. The inertia is crazy. Makes a lot of noise. It doesn't seem to be like the most low battery already. Wow. I see some shake here and there. I expected it better from the X-frame. You can see the propellers in view. It goes very fast. Yeah, you have the kilometers per hour in the top corner. 160. Look, the cruise speed is 120. It goes very, very, very fast. Wow. Okay, so I believe the motors are very powerful, so if you do this, it shakes a little bit, but otherwise, yeah, it's totally predictable. And I like, oh my god, I almost made a mess. I like the extra weight a little bit when flying. It discharges the battery a little bit faster. I have to become accustomed to it because it's a 5-inch and I don't wanna break it already. Yeah, it's very powerful. Oh, oh. I need to clean that camera. It makes a ton of noise for sure. And remember, I'm using these big batteries, 1800, and I mean, oh my god, there is a fire down there. And even with this battery, it's suffering. So yeah, the motors are big, the drone is heavy, and maybe this is the low end of batteries. Don't use 1500 because they are too small for this drone, I believe. Maybe 1800 are good, and 2000, 2200 are even better. Yeah, you will have a very heavy drone. It's gonna smooth out the moves a little bit. I am gonna do what I don't wanna do and try the GPS, which I don't know if it's set up or not correctly, but yeah, I hope it doesn't fall. I hope it doesn't break. Okay, seems like the GPS, it's working. Nice, nice. Low battery, land now. Oh my god, it's empty. Okay, I gotta land. 5 minutes of battery life, stretching it out a little bit. You're gonna do 5 minutes if you cruise and you don't acro too much. If you start accelerating, you're gonna do 5 minutes, but with the battery dead at 16 volts. Gonna put the action camera on it, and I don't know this noise, probably it's the paramotor. Let's see if I can chase him. So yes, it's the paramotor, I can see him. I don't have time to put a 1800 with the action cam. I'm gonna fly with the 1500. Let's see if I can reach him. I'm not placed correctly, but I gotta hurry up because he's going away. We got GPS, so should be fine. Can you see him? Yeah, he is kind of far. I hope my battery lasts. Oh my god, yes, I can see the signal dropping a little bit probably. No, not even that much. Oh my god, I didn't expect this shot. I don't want to get too close to him with a new drone I didn't test, but wow. I told you we had a paramotor flying. Today is not chicken chase, we got the freaking paramotor chase. Okay, so he's passing close to my house now. I can probably turn a little bit and chase him like this. Yeah. Yeah, what a nice shot. It's a shame I didn't make in time for the action camera and I have the propeller in shot. Yeah, the signal is dropping a little bit, so I don't wanna get too risky and just don't disturb him too much because we gotta play safe. I don't know him, sadly. I hope I can meet him one day and talk to him officially to fly. And that's my house down there. Yeah, we went a long way. Okay, so usually he flies for like 10 minutes, so 20 minutes. So maybe while I use the action camera, he's gonna return home and I'm gonna be able to chase him again. Let's acro a little bit more. Yeah, with the 1500 it's a lot nimbler for sure. Yeah. Still, you're gonna drain the battery pretty quickly. The drone could have been 50 grams lighter and I would have been happier like that. But flight-wise, it's a good drone. I cannot say anything about that. But I have yet to find a 5-inch that doesn't fly good. And boom, now we have the Gemfan propellers and the Action 4 from DJI. I hear something looking like a chainsaw in the distance. Maybe it's the paramotor again. Let's see if we can catch him with the action camera. Now we are at 870 grams, which is not light, but is not the heaviest I have seen so far. Still, we're gonna fly with the 1800 milliamps. Let's go. Yeah, it's probably the paramotor what I hear. It feels heavier for sure. Let's see if we can spot the paramotor with this beautiful sunset. Okay, let's get a little bit closer. He will land close to my house anyway, so I know the more I follow it, the more I will come close to home. This yellow line on the bottom doesn't reassure me at all. But look at this beautiful picture. Man, I have to understand where he lands. So I will give him this shot because it's beautiful. I believe it. He doesn't have shots like this. Okay, let's go on the back of him. Probably better. I wanna see where he lands because nice. Yeah, he's about to land. I don't want to startle him. I don't know if he saw my drone or not. Let's not be pirates of the air. Also, this is a big drone. I prefer doing this with smaller stuff like a Freestyle 3.5 inch. But yeah, nice. This is a nice shot we are getting right now. Very nice. I didn't expect this review to turn out like this. Look at this. Oh, he's waving. It's amazing. He's happy about it. He saw me. Very nice. Boom. I gotta find out who he is because he's gonna be so excited about it. Let's not worry about him anymore. Let's try these new propellers. Yeah, they are more powerful, for sure. They did right suggesting these propellers with the action camera, but they also draw more amps, I believe. So, yeah, also we have 120 grams more now. Yeah, they seem like they go a little bit faster, maybe. Yeah, it seems to cruise a little bit faster with these propellers. I don't want to destroy this battery too, so I believe I will land. Anyways, we did 5 minutes and 52 because I was basically cruising most of the time behind that paramotor, which is nice. It goes to show you that in my reviews I always push stuff continuously and that reduces a lot the maximum battery life. But if you just cruise with this kind of drones, they are not super bad and they will extend the battery life considerably. Okay, let's land. I'm gonna land on my car again. I went super hard, but now we did 6 minutes and 22 seconds with the Action 4 because we cruised a lot. Man, I still hear this paramotor going around. I wanna go meet him, really. I know it's a little bit late to finish this video, but I had to go introduce myself to the paramotor pilot. I found him 1 kilometer from here. I will give him the video. He was super happy about it, and probably we're gonna organize stuff in the future, so I can't wait for that. And finally, it's time for my final opinion on the SpeedyBee Mario 5 plug and play drone. This is the XH version, X-Frame. I feel like the best example I can give you to describe this drone is like a muscle car of 5 inches. It's big, it's bold, it's muscular, it looks very cool. It has big motors, and when you push, it drains a lot of juice. You will have a blast with it. I don't have negatives about it really, except nitpicks I'm gonna talk about in a second. So, fully promoted. But I feel like when we talk about drones, companies should focus first on making a light drone and second on making a good looking one. This thing is for sure very good looking, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna love it. This is not even the heaviest drone. This is still in the acceptable range. I've seen like the Axis Flying was 500 grams, and that was just too much. So this in comparison is fine, but when you have lighter stuff, I will suggest getting the lighter stuff. Also, if you use O3, get the dead cat design again, because with this you see the propellers, but it's a given at this point. It's not a fault, it's just you have to choose which frame to get. Nitpicks, I don't like the XT60 coming out here because you don't have much space to tilt the camera back. It's better to have the XT60 at the back, I feel like, which is something minimal, super minimal nitpick, and you can rewire it. And the other thing is, the GoPro mount doesn't have a recess for the nut, so you have to use 2 tools when tightening it. And on the field is a little bit annoying, but really, you saw how little nitpicks we have. So, wrapping it up, drone is super good, I recommend it. If you remove the side panels or you don't order them, it's gonna look worse, but it's gonna fly a little bit better. And that's pretty much it for today. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about this drone. Let me know if you think it's cool. And also, let me know what do you think about this trend of drones getting heavier and heavier. And as always, if you wanna buy something, check out the links in the description below. Clicking on them, you help this channel a lot, and many times you will find discounts, so check them out. Stay safe and happy flying. Bye.